Attention all honorable members of the Student Senate. Today is February the 7th, 2011, and the MIHS Student Senate is now in session. The chamber is ready for business, Mr. President.
Thank you, Yashar. I want to thank all of you for being here this morning. We have a very busy agenda to get through today. First things first, welcome to the Student Senate. So good to see so many familiar faces. Senator Radau's here, Senator Witter. It's good to have you both with us. A few remarks that we prepared about the opening of Student Senate. My fellow Islanders, thank you so much for being here this morning for this first Student Senate meeting of the 2010 to 2011 school year. You know, in the past, this Senate hasn't always been used as well as it should be. It's a vehicle that has fallen into disrepair when it should be the vehicle of ideas for students in our school.
Good morning. Everyone's attention for just a brief moment.
As we were saying, that's why it's so important that we're so lucky, rather, that Aaron Poor, ASB Vice President, has been working behind the scenes for months, fighting the good fight to bring us a new and revamped Student Senate today. It matters so much because all real change in our school starts in the hallways. It starts when a couple of friends see something that isn't working quite as well as it should, and they pass their ideas along to their elected officials. Student senators, your job is to bring those ideas into the fold, to take the everyday student who so very badly wants to make our school a better place, and to bring him or her into the process. All right. Aaron's the expert on the Senate. All right, we're going to move into new business now. Aaron has an announcement from the library staff.
So we've got a couple of new hot button issues going around the school. First is our new library policy that's being enacted. So these new ideas are threefold. You can borrow up to 10 books at a time, and then we circulate in your personal collection for 2 weeks. You will be fined 10 cents per school day for overdues with a maximum of $5 per book. And the new thing is if your overdue fines reach more than $5, you can't check out any more books. And they used to say that, but like kids could get like 98 fines. And so the thing is you can't graduate until you pay off all your fines, including the library fines. So these policies will be phased in for the rest of the second semester. Students are expected to clear their accounts. You know, you are responsible for this money, and these reports are available in the file boxes in the library. So the idea is that paying off $5 is a much more ideal situation than paying off much higher fees and not being able to graduate. Our very own Stephen Adler has been working on creating, refining, and reforming the clubs that we have. We have a bit of dead weight, if you will. Some clubs that aren't up to ASB compliance and are not really participating in the overall growth of the school. So Stephen Adler is currently compiling a list of all the clubs that meet at the school. If you are involved in club leadership or have friends who are, you should tell them to contact him and get information. For a club to be in ASB compliance, you have to take minutes of you have to take down notes of what happens at your club every week, and you have to take attendance. And these are supposed to be submitted to the ASB office. So as we say, there are a large majority of clubs are not participating to ASB compliance. So MIHS does enjoy a vibrant club community, zombie clubs, Thursdays after school, but maintaining this great environment requires accurate files so that clubs can run as smoothly as possible. So if you have any questions, you can contact Stephen Adler for more information. So library, $5, and club audits start getting in ASB compliance.
All right, so some upcoming community events for you guys. We have a couple of great games tomorrow where we'd love to see some high Islander turnout. Both the boys and the girls basketball teams will be playing at Bellevue College at 3 and 4:45 p.m. With the WAMO, you can get out of school at 2:30 to see the game start. Otherwise, we'll see you after school. Just so you know, your WAMO can't be before 2:30, otherwise it's an unexcused absence. So get those WAMO signed for 2:30. Also, we're going to have a Spirit and Service Week, March 7th through the 11th. And this is a really exciting, Spirit and Service Week. So each day there's going to be a spirit day and a community service project opportunity for everyone. And can I finish explaining and then I'll totally have time for questions. So that Monday there's going to be card making for residents at Sunrise Senior Citizen Home on the island. And also that day is college day, so you can wear your favorite college attire. That Tuesday is country club day, so wear your favorite country club attire. Tennis, golf, you get the drill. And also that day is custodian's day off, and so that day we're really kind of enforcing, you should be cleaning your tables off every day at lunch, but that day especially. And so Wednesday is going to be onesie Wednesday. So dressed in your comfiest pajamas that day. And also that day will be the conclusion of the Sweets for Soldiers drive, which will be starting next week actually. And what that is there's an organization that sends care packages to our troops overseas. And so we'll be collecting candy, cookies, gum, suckers, stuff like that. There's going to be more information on Facebook and some posters around the school. It is card making, and we're making St. Patrick's Day cards, because it's St. Patrick's Day.
And then my second question was, what day is the dance again? Like what?
Friday, March 11th.
Center right now.
Yes. That has not been decided yet. Probably 8, 9, 7. That's reality.
So next we have time to approve new clubs, but I don't know if we have any. We don't have any proposals this week.
But if you guys do have ideas for great clubs that you would keep in ASB compliance, feel free to.
Feel free to ask either an ASB officer or come by and see me. There's paperwork that you fill out. There's an application for a new club, a proposal, and then you write stamp the Constitution, and then you submit that in time for our next Senate meeting, and then you give a brief presentation to see if you can approve your new club.
Yeah, so we'll have time to approve new clubs at the next Senate meeting, which will be in March. So definitely go back to your Bridges groups and see if anyone has clubs they want to be approved.
See on your sheets, it has listed the amounts of the class accounts and how much money is in them. A few things that should be my first is one, money from homecoming, which is like a pretty substantial amount, anywhere between around 2,000 or around 2,000, has yet to be added to the classes. So each class is going to receive a significant amount of money depending on what place they got at homecoming. Another thing to look at is juniors and seniors have money from the planners that you guys bought at the beginning of the year. That's coming in order of around $2,000 to the seniors and about $3,000 to the juniors. So that's going to help bolster their accounts for upcoming things. This is money that gets used. Seniors and juniors are going to be using it a lot for seniors, senior breakfast, senior assembly, senior awards, senior gift. There's all these things at the end of the year that have to be bought or purchased to recognize seniors and leave the mark on the school. Juniors have to pay a lot for prom because they plan the prom in Newcastle, but they make, for as long as they plan ticket prices well, they will recoup that money through ticket sales. So they just need money to work with. And sophomores, they're going to get their money just from homecoming, and that'll some other fundraising things. As far as the negative balance, we're not quite sure if that's just a mistake, because what happens is at the beginning of the year, every class gets $200, the beginning of their freshman year gets $200 from the school, and that's the max amount you can spend on homecoming and have reimbursed. So, or it looks like they spent their $200, which is most freshman class do, but there might be an error that an extra $8.65 was taken out of their account as opposed to a different class account. So we might look at it, we might see why that is. It's not a huge amount, and with the homecoming money, it's very insignificant, but we'll see if it's
are the sophomores supposed to have any funding for prom that we have to do next year? For juniors, we only have $300, and juniors have $5,000 to fund this year.
Really great question.
Great question.
Well, we're doing this data match, and so that will have more money coming into the software bank account, I guess.
Just have President Pine here.
And then also, homecoming is not factored into this yet. We have more money coming in than the other classes from homecoming. because of, we planned it this year, and so we get 10% off the top, and then we get money back from the photographers, so we will have money next year.
Do you think about that, what that will be?
Susie, Mrs. Scruggy wants to clarify.
The sophomore class does not get 10% off the top for planning it. They get whatever they receive by the order if they came in first, second, third, or fourth place in the homecoming contest.
But
10% off the top, no, that doesn't exist. That's a rumor.
I thought,
Regardless, the point is,
Well, the kids, when we did our homecoming meetings, and we can talk, but when we did our homecoming planning meetings, the kids decided that the class who puts it on will take 10%, and then that should have happened last year as well, to the juniors.
This is the
And
first
this
I've
will,
ever
this
heard.
So Susie and Jamie need to talk.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Senators, I promise to get you an answer.
The point is, more fundraisers, and there's more money coming to each grade, and the more fundraisers you do and participate in, the more money you get.
so if you buy your data match.
Buy your data match, make a cool t-shirt. There's definitely more ways that you will get. This is not the only money you'll have access to.
All right, do we have any other questions? Comments,
Suggestions?
Yeah, my group kind of had like the idea about possibly if there's an opportunity to keep like the, not like the whole lunchroom, but if it was possible to have like the like barista hut or whatever open like after lunch, because like there's a lot of people who after lunch like want like snacks in between like 6
You talk about the coffee?
yeah, like a
coffee
little
place?
coffee shop, like the
We can
people want,
ask.
like snacks during breaks. and
My hunch is that they shut down after lunch because they haven't had enough business to justify staff. That's my hunch. I don't know that for sure, but we can certainly find out. Someone wants to make note of that and remind me so I can find out for you.